What's good, beautiful investors? So today I want to help you answer a very, very quick question today. Is now a good time to buy Solana? So just to start off today, I want to talk a little bit about some investment macros here. So we have just the entire spectrum of investing and what that currently looks like. So taking a quick look at the world's financial market, you can see very recently we've seen a lot of negative things, negative sentiments, fear, driving a lot of what's going on in the market currently. There's a lot of uncertainty right now as to what's going on. There is very, very huge discrepancies with like how the Congress is going to react with the industrial package that they're willing to release soon. And a lot of different things that affects not just the stock market, but also the cryptocurrency market. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today. So the cryptocurrency market has been seeing a lot of changes very recently as well. We saw this past week that the cryptocurrency market actually just went through a very, very downturn in the markets. Currently pushed lower than, I believe, some numbers. I believe 43,000 was a support line for Bitcoin. 3,000 was a support line for Ethereum as well, and it dipped below those marks. So the question now holds is, will this market continue to hold itself up after going lower than those support lines, or we're kind of in limbo? So where is this currently going? So we're going to talk a little bit about where Solana currently is today, and how it's going to possibly maybe hold its ground or continue to push forward. So as you can see, Solana sitting today is at $139, and if you watch any of my old videos, you're around when it was right around $200 as well. So we've seen the highs, we've seen the lows. So I want to zoom out to 1 month to give you a better perspective of what's going on in the market, because I know we can get tied up in the nitty-gritties of the every day, every week. So about a month ago, Solana was sitting right around $75, which is right around half the price it is today, 75 times 2. So you can kind of see that it's not quite a bad thing necessarily, seeing that quite large correction that we saw. But still, it's something to keep in mind. What's currently going on. Is it going to continue to go lower, or is it going to go higher? But honestly speaking, guys, let's stop thinking about is it going to go higher or lower. The market is always going to move. So I'm going to give a little bit more about my opinions in a second here. So point is, number one, the cons of getting into the market at this current moment is volatility. So that's the number one worry that you currently have today. Is the market going to continue to go up? Is it going to go down? We are not sure. Like this entire downtrend that we've seen since the 212 mark, it's kind of dipped low. It went back up a little bit. Give people hope. It dipped lower, but it's dipping lower and lower and lower is what it's currently looking like, at least in the past 2 weeks. Regardless of this, the overall cryptocurrency market seems like it's going to be dragging Solana down along with it. But Solana is also known to go in the opposite trend of the markets. It has done this a few times in the past couple of months. If you do not believe me, check out my last video or my last 2 videos on Solana, and you will see Solana actually, when the markets, the entire general cryptocurrency market, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, and the rest, when they were going down with the rest of the general market, Solana actually was going up, which was very, very interesting at the time. So now we're going to talk about some pros, because I'm tired of talking about the cons of buying Solana, because honestly, there are lots of cons that you could conjure up. But honestly speaking, it's probably one of the best investments you can make with your money at this time. So number one, Solana is the best layer 1 solution in the cryptocurrency markets, hands down. So Solana, what it's known for is its speed and its fees. So really quick, the reason Bitcoin, has a lot of its current day issues is because, number one, it's a slow moving asset. So Bitcoin takes a long time to transfer. And also it requires a large fee of whatever it is that you're sending. If you're sending, I think on average, the fee for Bitcoin is right around $20-something. So if you're sending $100, imagine having to pay $20 of that in fees. It's quite ridiculous. So Solana is the best layer 1 solution. What does this mean? It means it has insane speed, and also just very, very low fees. So you're going to see here, which is 1,850 live transactions per second. And also a very, very, very low fee, not even close to a cent. So this is very crazy. We can take a closer look right here and see how the general market is working. So this is actually a live tracker. You can see 3,049 transactions per second is actually what's going on. And the total transactions we've seen in Solana network has been crazy ridiculous. Circulating supply is 297 million. And then here we can see that the active stake is right around 384 million, which is pretty ridiculous as well. Meaning that this is how much Solana is locked away into the system, keeping it liquid, keeping it flowing, keeping the network transactions flowing through a network. So staking is very, very huge part of how Solana is working. The second point I wanted to bring today, and I don't want to focus too long on one, is Solana actually has one of the fastest growing ecosystems. And I'm going to give you a closer look at what this really means in a second here. So the ecosystem for Solana has a lot of different factors. So I just want to go back here just to give you some idea of what projects they're working on. So we have some exchanges here, FTX and Alameda. So they're choosing Solana for their speed. So these are decentralized exchanges. And the reason that they need Solana to be operating is because Solana actually is able to settle a lot of transactions between two parties without needing a centralized system because of how fast this system really is and how it works. The second point here is USD Coin is choosing Solana for global settlements of their stablecoin, which is very huge. The news can continue to go on, but anyway, I just wanted to give you an idea of what different ecosystem, what does it mean when we say ecosystem? What does that really mean? It means we have a lot of different applications being built in the Solana network. So just to get out of this gaming, so we have everything from decentralized exchanges to applications that do a lot of different things, like your everyday applications, like messengers. We have community platforms. We have decentralized applications. We have decentralized finance, lending. We have gaming. We have governance. We have infrastructure. We have NFTs. Huge projects that are being built on Solana. The reason this is very, very important is because it gives Solana more utility. And when a platform has utility, it is amazing. Because utility drives more usage, drives more transaction, drives a lot more than just a currency of its own. It gives the currency value because the currency is actually able to be doing things that are outside of just exchanging numbers on a screen, but you're actually exchanging some type of utility, some type of factor, being able to buy property through NFTs, like things like that actually give you an economy. Rather than just transferring numbers through a screen, I think is super valuable. The next point here is it is the number one best scalable blockchain network to date because again of its fees and its speed. There is no platform out there that is growing as fast as Solana is today. Actually, out there, Solana has done a ridiculous number in terms of growth. I think 10x in the past. I want to say 6-7 months, which is insane. And I think it's only going up from here, honestly speaking. So the last point I wanted to make actually about that is it is Ethereum's best competitor. So looking at what Ethereum is today, it's sitting right around $357 billion in market cap, which is ridiculous bonkers because the number 3 on the list is 68 billion, which is nowhere close to where Ethereum is at. But that just gives you an idea and perspective of how much Solana could really grow because Solana is Ethereum's best competitor, having low fees, high speed, but also having a proof of stake in history network that allows for decentralized applications and a lot of other things to be built on top of it because of smart contracts. Just makes the utility factor of Solana super valuable. And yes, we don't know how this is going to reflect in terms of growth and all those different factors, but the point being here is it does have that scalable effect because of its utility and its insane value proposition with the speed and the fees. I think this cryptocurrency is going to be super trailblazing the market. It's jumped to number 7 in under 6 months. In the past 6 months, I mean, not under 6 months. It's been a project's been going for a long time. But anyway, I think this is a fantastic investment portfolio. And the reason finally that I want to get down to today, because the question that we were asking ourselves is Solana a good buy? And should you buy now? So Solana currently sitting at $140. So I'm going to put that at the very top. It's currently sitting at $140. I would say this is a pretty reasonable buy in my general opinion, because I look at a 5-year horizon when I am investing in cryptocurrency. Very specific reason for that, because cryptocurrency does have a 4-year cycle, and I think that drives a lot of what happens in the market. Excuse me. But anyway, I think this is going to be a blockchain that works in tandem with Ethereum. So currently my investment eyes are seeing Solana where Ethereum is today in 5 years. And if that is the case, then Solana will be sitting right around $350 billion market cap. And Solana currently today is right around $41 billion market cap. So if you just do some quick maths, that's right around 10x from where we're at currently today. So I think Solana still has room to 10x in the next 5 years. Probably a lot more than that, probably a little less. But generally speaking, I think Solana has one of the best chance in the cryptocurrency market to make a mark. So if you are interested at all in the Solana wave, make sure you just continue to do your research on it. Find out what you can. Let me know what you find out as well. My conclusion here today is Solana is a beautiful buy, always going to be. And my recommendation for anyone that wants to invest in anything ever, I'm not a financial advisor at all, but just my 2 cents is to always dollar cost average, so you're not super worried about the current day, because as we saw from the charts, it could go up in a week, it goes down the next week, but all of that really doesn't matter if you are willing to block out the noise and just invest over a period of time and look at a horizon. I think it's going to serve you better than just speculating. If we look at the past 3 months, we can see how well Solana has done. It's still at an all-time high comparatively. If you just take a step back sometimes and zoom out, because things get pretty blurry when you are all up in it in the moment and get caught up in it. So anyways, I think Solana is pretty crazy right now, because I literally am getting deja vu with Solana and Ethereum. I think Solana was where Ethereum was 4 years ago, which is pretty insane actually. If we go back and look at Ethereum was right around $140 a couple years ago, which is very, I don't think a lot of people really remember that. But I'm gonna pull it up on my screen right now, and this is the comparison I'm making, because this is the comparison that I think is easy for people to most likely understand. You can see $300 even in the past year. So if we want to go all time actually and just go a little bit lower, then we can see that in 2020, January 6th, 2020, it was $143, which is where Solana currently is today. And you can see how much has changed in 2 years, right? So this is just me throwing that out there, putting that out there. So, take it as for what you may. This is just my thoughts, my ideas, and my analysis on Solana. Once again, if you like this video in any fashion, make sure you smash and destroy that like button. Also let me know if you like this notes that I got going on right here. It's my fancy new tablet. It kind of helps me put together my thoughts and also kind of present and share what's going on. So let me know if you like the way I'm noting things down. My handwriting kind of sucks as well, but bear with me. But anyway, let me know if you like this video. Smash that like button. Comment in the comment section. Will you be buying Solana? Do you think it's a good buy right now? Or do you think it's overvalued? Or do you think Solana is just crap and not worth anything? Let me know in the comment section. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. If you're new to this channel at all, make sure you subscribe and you stick around, because we are always going to be covering some super dope investment ideas, talking about how we're going to be doubling, flipping, 10xing our money. all the way to the moon. So if you are interested in any of that at all, make sure you stick around because the show is just beginning. Anyway, it was your boy Elijah again. Thank you for stopping by on this video, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.
Don't speak to no one but the facts to the masses, pouring out the